Hey guys, what's up? Tatil here for another video. It has been a very long time since I posted anything on YouTube, but I kind of wanted to get back into it because I feel like there's a few things I can add. I'd said initially whenever I started my YouTube channel that I'm really only gonna add stuff or post videos when I feel like I have stuff to add. And other than just being lazy, I really haven't felt like there's anything I can add. I was more in a phase of learning stuff than trying to put stuff out there, other than doing some of my coaching for my clients. But I feel like there's some stuff that I can add now. I just finished my cut and we're starting back up on a bulk. So today we're doing upper body and right now we're just warming up. I don't go super slow on the warm ups. Usually I don't need a ton of warm ups. For compound exercises, obviously I need more. For isolation movements, I might literally only do one or two sets. Sometimes I might do three or four. For something like squats or remaining deadlifts, I do like five or six warm ups sometimes. So it just depends. We're doing incline press supersetted with a close grip pull down. So now we're going to do the close grip pull down. Okay, now we have our close grip pull down. You guys are really working on your lats. This is an amazing movement for that. Okay, so that was my first warm up of both of those exercises. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skip to the working set so that way you guys don't have to see me warm up. I start out pretty light, especially the very first movement that I'm warming up with, almost essentially too light, and then we will slowly build up. But now I'm just going to skip straight to the working sets where you guys can see those. Okay, we have our first working set of incline bench press, which is 155. It's not a lot of weight, but I did just finish my cut. I'm at 188 pounds, which is not a lot for me. I'm going to be pushing close to 220 pounds. At least is the goal for this next bulk. So we're going to do this. Let me turn down the TV some. It's kind of loud. I don't know if you guys can hear it with the microphone, but we're going to do this incline press anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. Don't know what I'll get because last week I was doing 145, so now we're going up slightly. I have not been doing a complete range of motion on my presses, and it is mostly so that way I don't involve the triceps as much at the very end. So whenever you're pressing at that very end of the range of motion, that very top part, that's mostly going to be triceps. What I've been doing the last few months is whenever I press, I come down and I make sure to rest it on my chest for just a minute, and then I'm gonna push it up, then I'm gonna stop. And it varies kind of where I stop every time, but I'm not gonna go all the way to lockout because that's gonna be my triceps. I'm just gonna tire my triceps out, and that's not the goal. I'm trying to get a big chest, and chest is a big focus for me this time around because I kind of left it by the wayside this last year, so last 2 years really. So that was a lot harder than I thought. We'll go to 145 pounds for the next two sets because I'll probably do three sets. I might only end up doing two. I do sets by the feel. So if I'm feeling three, we'll do three. If I'm feeling two, we'll do two. But definitely gonna go. Now it's 145. It's got the I got the reason that I'm gonna do that is I got the bare minimum of the rep range. So next set I would either get 4 or 5 reps, and I want to be able to get at least 6. So we're gonna go down to 145, get anywhere from 6 to 10 reps. Now we have our close grip pull downs. We're all the way warmed up on these as well. We have 160 pounds. Last week I got 9 reps, so we're going for at least 9 reps. I've started to eat some more food because of my bulk, so really I'm going to hope to get 10 to 11 reps. But we're going to see I'm still a little bit kind of, I don't want to say drained from my cut because I didn't get that lean, and so I'm really not that drained, but the amount of strength that I did lose, which is a small amount, just kind of made me feel tired and a little unmotivated. So I'm trying to push myself a little bit harder because I know I've been a little, not gonna lie, I've been slacking a little bit. So see if we can't get 10. Take at least 9 on this one though. really we got 9.5 because that last rep wasn't a complete range of motion, but it'll be fine because went close to failure, so it'll be good. Okay, so I have my last set of close grip pull downs, and the reason that I'm going to film this is I think it's pretty interesting. So I'm going to use straps for my last set, and then I may end up using straps for the other exercises that I'm going to do for my back. But I didn't use straps at all while I was warming up, and I try not to use straps. It's not because I don't think they're not good or that you're a bitch if you use them, or whatever the reason is necessarily. But I just try to not use them if I don't need to use them. And right now is a moment where I feel like I need to use them. My forearms are kind of tired. This weight is a little bit heavier for me. It's a new weight that I've been using for only 2 or 3 weeks. So I feel like I need a little bit of assistance for my forearms. So I'm going to use them. I would recommend, though, not using straps for absolutely everything. If you feel like you need them, I can't argue with that. You're going to know yourself better than I do. But I feel like having some ability to do stuff with just your forearms is perfectly fine. Like you could do pull-ups without straps. You may end up, if you do enough sets of them, or if your forearms are tired from a previous day, or whatever. Yeah, you can use them, but I can't tell you the last time I used straps on pull-ups. I know I've done it, but I haven't done it in a very, very long time. And to me, I think you should be trying to use your body or adjust your body when you can. That doesn't mean straps are bad. Obviously, I'm using them right now, and then I may even use them for the next exercise just because my forearms are feeling a little bit tired. But I'll wait and see. The next thing that I'm going to do is going to be lighter than this, so I really may not need to use them. So we're going to hit 8 reps here. Keep on going to the next exercise. Now we have some flat dumbbell bench that we are going to be warming up for. And with this, what I'm going to do is, you may or may not, I don't know if you could tell that I was using a pretty decent arch on the incline press to try and make sure that instead of just fully involving the shoulders, I was getting some upper chest as well. And now what I'm going to do is the exact opposite. I'm going to have absolutely no arch. I'm going to have my back flat against the bench here, so that way it is just chest. Because if I start, or so that way it's just the mid to upper chest, hopefully. If I start to get an arch in there, what I'm going to do is the angle of my torso is going to be where I'm going to be hitting my lower chest. So, and I'm going to do them with my feet raised. Really doesn't matter, but I don't have very, very heavy weights. So I'm doing this to add a little bit more of a stability component, so that way I can use lighter weights and it still be pretty decent. Don't ask me. It's not science, bro science. I think we'll use the 60s. That means you guys get to see my circus dumbbell 60s. So the movement that we're supersetting with this is a single arm row, and I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using my cable machine so that way I can get a little support here. I was doing a chest supported row with the cable, but it really just took too long to set it up, and I don't feel like doing that. I think what I'm going to do now is, if anything takes too long to set up, I've got to move too many parts. There's a handful of things that I'll still do, like a belt squat kind of takes a little bit to set up sometimes, but that's a really good exercise. I like that. But if an exercise takes a while to set up and I'm really not enjoying it, I think I'm just gonna cut it, because unlike a regular gym and the garage gym here, I've got to move everything myself. I don't have a ton of equipment to work with, so sometimes I've got to make some, rig some stuff up, make some adjustments, and I want it to be as quick as possible. So I'm just going to be doing this single arm row. We'll have to see if this slides the bench forward at all. I don't have any of the horse stall mats under this right now, so we'll have to see if this is going to be good. Oh, it might stay. We'll see. Probably helps if I have this a little bit straighter with the cable. There we go. See. Probably helps if I have this a little bit straighter with the cable. There we go. Gonna have to add some more weight there. A little too strong. That used to not be a problem. And I think, no, this didn't have the horse stall mats under it. We'll add We'll add some more weight to that, to this side right here, so this doesn't fall or slide. But we will get into the working sets. Okay, so we're on to the working sets of the dumbbell, the flat dumbbell bench press with no arch. Remember that, no arch. And we have my circus dumbbells, and I call them circus dumbbells because they look pretty goofy, but they still work. So we will use them. They're both 25 pounds weights, or 25-pound weights on them. One of them are Olympic plates, more for doing like CrossFit or something like that. Those are the first weights that I ever bought for the gym. And the other ones are more ones that use for just barbell stuff that won't be necessarily going off the floor. The regular 25 iron, cast iron plates. Those are the words I was looking for. So this will look a little bit goofy, but as long as it gets the job done, it's really what matters. Especially in the home gym, you just gotta find something that works. So we'll see how many we can do with these. I only did 50 pounds last week, but I'm feeling pretty good. So I think I can take a strike at 60. We're gonna go from anywhere from 10 to 15 reps. And I want to go pretty close to failure with this. It's a pretty safe exercise. The only thing that doesn't make this exercise safe is these ones that I'm using, because it's kind of goofy. They're kind of hard to put down. So I don't want to mess my shoulders up trying to put them down or anything like that. But we'll just get into it. Let me shut up. Lift. Same thing. We're not going all the way up either. Partial range. I don't recommend putting the weights down like that. That was actually really stupid of me. I just kind of had to get them off me. That's probably a really good way to mess my shoulder up. I've had shoulder issues in the past. I'd recommend doing that. That was stupid of me. Only did 10 reps. We're going to go down to 50 for the next 2 sets. I definitely think I'm going to do 2 sets because I felt good. I just hit the wall. Got really tired, got close to failure. So we will slide these back and take a strike at the 50s the next set. And now we're going to go do some single arm rows, single arm cable rows. So I got a pretty good pump going, I feel like. And I want to check back and look at my progress. So we're going to rock the shirtless for this set. I'm trying to get anywhere from 10 to 15 reps. I don't know how many I'll get. It's been a while, like a few weeks or a few months since I've done this exercise. So last time I did it, I did 130. So I usually just try and take about 10, maybe 15 pounds off. And it really depends on the exercise, but take a little bit of weight off and attack the same weight to really get the feeling back. And then the next week or the week after that is really when I'm going to try and hit the exercise hard and go close to either failure or really, I don't want to say close to failure, but go close to the last PR or go heavy like I did. And this is going to slide forward on me. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these anyways. So we're going to take these bad boys. We're actually, set them right there. I'll add some weight. I'm not a very thick boy right now, so this thing is just going to slide on me. There we go. Well, dang. Surprised I could get 15 there. Around this side. Okay. Like this to stay in the right place for me. Okay, so we have our last exercises here, which is a spider curl and a behind the neck or behind the head tricep extension. I like to do those bent over. That's one of my favorite tricep exercises, especially because it's a long head. But we're going for 9 to 10 reps here on the spider curls. I got about 8.5. We have 120 pounds here, and we're going for about 11 reps, 11 to 12. See everything I have for that last 12th rep. So we'll check the pump before we close out. You gotta get under the good downlighting too, give yourself some extra, a little bit extra pop. Okay, so that was this tall lifter log. I forget what number it is. I think it's 5, but I'll go ahead and close out this video. I should have some more content coming for you guys, and hopefully these little tips and tricks help, and we will just keep on rolling with the content, hopefully, and I won't take a very long like a year hiatus from it. So thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you want more videos like this.